Hi friends, today we're going to do an activity using toilet paper tubes and paper towel tubes. We're going to make a jungle with the tubes that we have. It should end up looking like this. So now I'm going to show you the materials we will need for this activity. I have paint markers. I also have regular markers. You can use crayons. I'm not sure how bright the colors will come at the end of the activity when you see the tubes. You need one large tube and about, 2, 4, 6, 8 smaller tubes. So you're going to have to collect the tubes before you can do this activity. You'll also need a pair of scissors. So first we're going to start out with our paper towel roll snake. You start with a regular large paper towel roll, and you can make a little snake too if you want to using a little roll. And you cut along the original lines that are in the tube. So you'll need your scissors for that. So once you start cutting, everything will start opening. And then you just need to decorate your snake with your markers or paint markers, whatever you have available to you. So what I'll show you now are some of the pictures from the following steps that you'll need to do your snake. So the next project we're going to do are the trees. You can see that I decorated the trees with some color, and I also put some leaves on the top of it. What I needed to do to make that is I used a toilet paper tube, and then I also cut another tube in half, and then I had cut down straight. You will see in some of the pictures after this, I cut down straight on this, and then I just pushed this in there as best as I could. And that is how we made our trees, and you'll see that in the following photos. Okay, so next we're going to do the owl. The owl was made with some markers and also a toilet paper roll. And what I did is I pushed the sides in to make them flat for the ears. And that will be shown in the next picture. So the final animal we're going to make is our alligator. So what I have are 4 tubes that I had gotten and scissors. So for the beginning of the alligator, I did cut down the middle a little bit, and I made some designs to make it look like an alligator. For the second half of the alligator, I used another tube, and I cut down a little bit again on the bottom half, because this is going to go in here. For the tail, I cut a piece off from the tube, and I pushed this in also and flattened it down to make the alligator tail. For the teeth, I cut a section of this, and I cut points into the tube to make the teeth. And then for this on the back, the little scales, I also used a piece of tube that was cut in half, and then I just cut up and down it to make it. So we're going to take your beginning of your alligator. We'll take the end and put it right in there. Put your tail in. We're going to put our teeth in. And then the last, we're going to put this piece in. And you may have to adjust depending on how long you made that piece. And now we have an alligator that's swimming in the water. So I went and found some stuff around my house that I could make a jungle scene with. These are napkins that I put out so the blue is the water, the green is the ground, and the brown can be like mountains or some dirt that some of the animals can be hiding in. So I also found some paper at home that I'm going to use for my forest. I found some grass. Green I can use for grass, some brown for some land, and blue for water. So I'm going to put my alligator in there. I'm going to get my snake with a tree next to him. And I'm going to put a tree here with my lion behind it. And my owl, I'm going to put over here watching the alligator and the snake. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this activity.